So that being said, let's go into your love reading for September. Now, this is your current position. So you just feel overwhelmed. This is you, the Ten of Swords. You just feel overwhelmed. You feel like just too many things are coming at you, and everything that you do, you're hitting a brick wall and it's not working. And I can understand why you feel that, especially if it was in your second house, Mercury retrograde. So, with this position, even though because it just feels like that, even though it feels like you're overwhelmed and you're frozen, and you don't know what to do, you can turn this around by taking a moment and saying, all right, these things are happening. Why are these things happening? Let me tackle one at a time. Okay. Because if you look, even though these look like swords, these are swords, they have light at the end, which means these are experiences that you wanted to grow and learn from. Okay. So their advice in this position is the Nine of Swords, which means that their advice is, instead of taking this stance of, I just can't move, nothing's going right, things have fallen apart, instead of taking that, use this time in this state that you're at to really think about where you want to go next. Not what's happened. You can think about those things that are happening or have happened, like one at a time though, but you can think about them like, all right, what am I learning from this? What can I grow? How can I do this better? Take that time. So take the time to use this space wisely, because your life is transforming. So the reason that you're just completely still right now, for some of you, this is a general reading, but for some of you, the reason you've been put in this position, and that's, let me say this, you put yourself in this position. Spirit didn't do it to you. You did it. You wanted it this way. You put yourself in this position so you could basically put yourself in timeout so that you can look at these things in a different light. Because there are some things that you have been doing that you haven't really wanted to do, but you just kept going, right? And there are some people that you have in your life that you really didn't want to have in your life, but you just kept doing it because, for whatever reason, because you have such a big heart and you don't want to hurt people's feelings. But then what about your feelings, right? Like, don't you matter? You matter just like they matter. And some of you, if we're talking about love and romance, some of you won't let a partner go, or someone that you've been dating go, because you feel like, I don't want to hurt their feelings, or I don't want them to, because you have such a big heart. But in that, if you want to think about it a different way, if that is not the person for you, if you guys just don't match anymore, because maybe one time you did match, but if you don't match anymore, you could possibly be keeping them from the true love of their life, just like you're being kept from the true love of your life. So sometimes we have to make those decisions. Okay, so use this wisely. You came from this place, this is your recent past, the Five of Coins, of scarcity, of like depletion, right? You were depleted because you're just giving and giving and doing and doing and giving and giving, and nobody's giving back. And part of it is because you won't accept their help back, and the other part of it because your ego gets involved, and the other part is because you won't let anybody in that much, right? And so you keep, and the other part is because you don't wait for somebody to do something, you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it over and giving and giving, giving, and then you become depleted, right? And so being depleted in this space of like scarcity and need and depletion, it put you in this space where you're just overwhelmed, like, I can't go anymore, right? So in your fourth position, in these next 2 weeks that are unfolding, you have the Six of Wands. So I feel like the tides are turning. I feel like you're going to get accolades. You're going to start getting your things back. You're going to get more things back. You're being seen for working really hard, because some of you got really directed and worked hard. Even though you feel overwhelmed, that's how Leos can do it. You just keep going, right? And so that seems to be like in the next 2 weeks, you'll be dealing with these accolades. You'll be dealing with getting noticed. You'll be having this happen to you. Some of you, if you're single, this is someone looking at you. I don't know that they're approaching yet. They may approach in the second half, but someone is noticing you, and people are noticing you on all levels. So people are noticing you in your family, in your friendships, in your romantic area, in your business partnerships, or in your businesses. So you're going to be noticed, and you're going to start receiving accolades for that. That's in the first 2 weeks. Now, from your higher self, I always ask your higher self, what is the one message they want to bring through to help you move forward in love? And you have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is about you knowing that you're coming out of this space of turmoil, of unsettledness, of instability, okay? So you've taken your experiences. You see this person has the light, they see the way, and they're coming into calmer waters. So you're coming to a point in this month of September where things are going to get a lot more stable. Things are going to be happening for you the way that they usually do. It's just you needed this time to think about and let go of these other energies that aren't serving you anymore. Okay, that's really important. So you should be getting into calmer waters. You should be more stable, and that's the most important thing they want you to know. Okay, so if no, that's it. In your sixth position, this is the later half of September. You have the Knight of Coins, so you have offerings coming to you. Some of you, this is a person, it's a knight for you. This knight, so knights are beautiful, especially this one because he's more stable than most knights. He is willing to stay for a while, or she is willing to stay for a while. But this person comes into your life because they're exactly what you're wanting and needing for this phase of your life. This could be a friend. This could be someone in your business, but this could also be a romantic person as well. So if you're needing someone to just be intimate with you and not, want to go to the ultimate degree with someone, then that's what they're here for. For others of you that are in a long-time relationship, it looks like at the beginning of the 2 weeks, they'll be noticing you again and seeing you in your light. And in the second half, it looks like you two will be spending this quality time together. This is very, so the coins and the pentacles is earth to me. It's very tangible. So this stuff grows as you spend time with each other. But for others of you, this is an offering coming to you and it's tangible. This is physical stuff. Okay. So I see money. I see opportunities. I see opportunities to make money. I see opportunities to have possessions. That's what I'm seeing at the second half of the month. Just hang in there, Leo. Now, in your seventh position, this is your fear. So you have the Nine of Wands, which means you're really tired. You've been doing this for so long. You have experiences. At some points in your life, you know where you want to go, and then you're there and you're like, I thought this was going to be different. And so you're sort of you've been resting and you've been trying to figure this out. And you're wondering, for many of you, will I ever get to that space where I'm just comfortable and stable with myself, with someone in my life? Am I stable with, can I be stable with someone, and can I be stable in my life, and can I be just stable? Now, remember, this is a fear. This is in your fear position. So to me, a fear is just there to remind you of what you want and what you don't want. Now, you know you don't want to be alone, most of you, but if you do, that's okay. And you know you want to be stable. You know you don't want to be unstable. So you already know what you don't want. Focus on what you want, okay? And some of you allow yourself to be in this space where instead of thinking like it's overwhelming and I can't move, think of it as, okay, my body, my mind, and my soul is obviously telling me to take a chill right now. So I'm going to get centered, and I'm going to see where I'm going to go next. And I'm going to allow myself that time. Okay. Now, in your eighth position, this is the way a loved one will be viewing you or dealing with you. Some of you, this is the universe. So a loved one is seeing you as this issue that you guys have. You put it to rest. You're not dealing with it right now. You're too overwhelmed, and they're kind of hoping that you'll pick it back up. But for others of you that it's the universe saying this, they're saying if you've tried everything already with this person or with this situation, it could be business partners, it could be your friends. If you've already tried, sometimes you just need to step away from it, relax, allow yourself some time so that you can come back with a different eye, so that you can come back with different energy and try to resolve this thing, okay? Now, in your ninth position, this is your hopes and dreams, but to me, it's the outer realm of the energy that you're pulling in. I see this two ways. This is the Three of Swords. Some of you are bringing in that because it's part of your path to separate from that individual that you're with. Now, this doesn't just have to be romantic. It can be your businesses. It can be relationships in your businesses, relationships in your friendships, relationships with your family. This is all types of relationships. So I see that separation is inevitable for some of you, not everybody, but for some of you, it's part of your path to do that so that you can move forward and gain the things that you really, really want. Okay. Now, for others of you, it looks like with your work and with things that are happening, there is going to be a separation between you and this particular individual, but it's not like we're breaking up. It's like I have to go do something or they have to go do something. Okay, so for that reason, I see the separation. So that's how I see it both ways. You kind of already know this is coming. You just don't know how to do it yet. And so allow yourself some time. Okay. Now, in your 10th position, this is the overall outcome of what you'll be working through in the month of September. You have the King of Wands. Now, this is you, Leo, whether it's the king or queen. Gorgeous, 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 with ambition, with life, with vigor, with a pure heart, with a big open heart. And fire signs, especially Leos, never fail at anything that they want. They just have to want it. When you stand in your truth and you stand from your heart and your mind and your soul aligned with your higher self and your purpose, you can't fail. You just don't fail because you come from your heart. And love is that energy that moves all. So it looks like by the end of this, by the end of September, you will be feeling like your old self. You will be feeling like, yes, I got this. I can do this. Sometimes it's good for us to just get maybe not knocked out, but maybe knocked down just a little bit to remind ourselves to keep our ego in balance. And the king knows this. The king knows how to keep this in balance. Okay. So others of you, there is a person coming in for you and I see him here or her here and I see her here. So I feel like they're just looking at you here, but then they actually approach here. Okay. So for some of you, it's been a while and it's time. And this may be why you're here, because you're like, is that ever coming? Oh my God, like I've been like single for a while and I just can't find anybody. I'm not gonna take a second best. I want, and I've worked hard to receive that match for me. And it looks like that's coming about for you.